Hello everyone, it's Dana. Forgive me, this is my inaugural public video. So I actually video quite a bit, but I do it privately. And this is my first attempt at communicating with all of you on my business page. So welcome, here we are. If you don't know who I am, my name is Dana Swadling and I am in Milford, Michigan. I wanted to just, well, there's a purpose, I promise. I'm going to share a little bit about my story, why I'm here, for those of you that don't know me. And then actually, we're going to play a little bit and with some new products. So super excited about that. I'm going to give an attempt. There's so much learning right now. Give it an attempt. I'm going to make an attempt to flip my camera and, hey, Trace. And so I can show you down on my table. We're gonna do it all. We're gonna do it all tonight. If you could tell me that you're here, because I can't barely see the little comments coming up. Again, it's all a work in progress and learning. But anyway, the purpose for tonight is that I was a maker with Close to My Heart for 25 years. This was my 25th year, you guys, and I miss it already, honestly. I miss the community a little bit. I miss all of that, just so many good memories and such a wonderful journey there. But as many of you know, a couple of months ago, actually, we were notified that they were closing, to our sadness. And then officially at the end of April, they did close, and Stampin' Up! Generously and graciously stepped in with this wonderful transition plan for us. They literally open arms, all the open arms, all the kind, all the, we couldn't have asked for anything better. And anyway, but after being really a purist with Close to My Heart for so long, I only have Close to My Heart products. Like, I have a room full of Close to My Heart products. It's what I know. It's what my friends, my family, my customers know. And I kind of thought to myself, I wonder, I mean, obviously I'm not alone, right? And yes, I can go on YouTube and learn all the things that I have. Oh my gosh, so much goodness. And all of the Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, that all the information they put out there. But I thought it's kind of a unique journey, isn't it? That I just got this room full of stuff and now I want to buy new stuff. I want to get some of those goodies that look so fun and that they show these beautiful, beautiful artwork with them. And I'm excited to sit and play. But at the same time, I'm like, oh, I spent all this money on a lot of this stuff. I wonder how it compares. So my idea was pretty simple. I just thought, you know what? I'm going to start videoing publicly and just share with you the differences, the similarities, the differences, right? Tonight, we're going to take ink pads, right? I'm going to show you what I have as I get it. How's that? And we're going to do their classic pad, our Lagoon ink, and even the little Stampin' spots, just so you can see too. One of the things that I really valued and value both companies with Close to My Heart and Stampin' Up! Is the quality, right? That's huge to me. I don't want to have to use something that doesn't work well. And we've all done it, right? We've literally all bought stuff from this store and you get it home and you're excited to use it and you go to use it and it doesn't work the way you wanted it to, right? It doesn't quite do what you wanted, and that's so disappointing. Or the other part of what I always appreciated with Close to My Heart, and I truly believe that I'm going to appreciate with Stampin' Up! Is matching. And I know that sounds dumb, but I loved when I started with Close to My Heart all those years ago. Hey, Michelle, and I saw you, Bonnie. I saw you pop in too. So my original upline at Close to My Heart is watching me. That's like a full life circle thing. Anyway, one of the things that attracted me to their products all those years ago is that before that, I had spent oodles and oodles and oodles of money on stickers and paper, and I'd see something cute and I'm like, okay, like from all the big box stores and expos, and just buying stuff that I thought was cute. And I got home and went to use it and I go, oh, that red doesn't match that red. Those stickers don't match anything I have. It doesn't go with the paper. So I remember just seeing Close to My Heart for the first time and going, my mind just exploded. I was like, what? the stickers, match the paper, match the cardstock, match the patterns. Like, stop it. Like, I could not even believe that such a thing existed. And then, right, all the goodness. And then they have stamps that go with, and they have, I don't know. So that's one of the things that I like. If you are with Stampin' Up! Or Close to My Heart, you probably enjoyed that too, because I found that over time, I never used those products. I did not go back and find matches for those items. And then if you did go back to the scrapbook store even, you couldn't find that paper again, like it was gone. So I really appreciated having a color set that matched. It went together, it coordinated with everything, and I know I'm going to enjoy that with Stampin' Up! As well, because that just appeals to me. I think it's part of what makes your artwork so inviting and so fun, is that it goes together, right? It coordinates together. So that's part of the reason why, right, in all of this, value, like the color matching, the quality. I like to get big bang for my buck. I just do. I like things that really add value to what I do. Cute stuff is cute stuff, but if it doesn't work well, right, that's kind of crappy. And then if it matches, adds value, I can use it over and over and over again, like I'm in heaven, right? And I truly believe that Stampin' Up! Has that same familiar feel, quality, efficiency, all of those good words. It's just all new to me. It's just all new. And I'm just truly going to experience it with you for the first time. Like, it's so new that I don't even know where to start. Like, I kind of get my stuff out and I look at it and I'm like, that looks pretty. Right? I'm kind of in analysis paralysis a little bit. So I'm geeked to kind of just, you know what? I finally just went, oh no, we're just going to go live. And if they like it, they like it. And if they don't, they don't. But it's honest. It's real. It's just, we're just going to do it. We're going to do the things. Now, before I flip the camera and we go into the ink pads, I want to just show you a teeny little bit, because I went live earlier today and I forgot to tell them what's coming up in June. And oh my gosh, like huge face palm. I couldn't believe I did that. Literally 5 seconds after I was done, I was like, oh well, that's my life. Anyway, so a couple of things that I found already that are just absolutely killer, have to have, absolutely go add it to your cart, like so fun, that we just didn't have a lot of this stuff, is this one. This one's called Spotlight on Nature, and let me show you what it makes. It does this. Look at all the pretty edges. Oh my gosh. We had stitched edges in Close to My Heart, and we loved our stitch edges. There was nothing wrong with them, but look at the variety, you guys. There's like a dozen in here. That was the other thing. One of my friends asked, she said, well, their dies are so much more expensive. And I went, yeah, but you get triple the amount. Like, we had a circle set in Close to My Heart that had 4. That's fine, but this is killer, right? And they're all different, and they're concentric. And again, I know it's one of those things, but that adds value. And this isn't even what we're talking about tonight, but they're going on sale in June. So I want to bring it up because this is absolutely killer. You're going to use it over and over and over and over. Now, I know Spotlight on Nature makes you think of animals and forest scenes, but it's not. They're decorative circles and they're the bomb. Okay, so I'm going to show you that one, because even honestly, I've used them only the tiniest bit, but man, this one's called Stylish Shapes. Oh, I should give you the number, shouldn't I? Yeah, that's how scattered I am. I told you, it's analysis paralysis, like truly. It's down here at the bottom by the barcode. That's where you find it, 163580. Okay, this one's called Stylish Shapes. Look at all of that goodness. No joke. Look at this. I know this seems, I'm going to try to get it so you can see it. I know it doesn't seem like much, but again, we didn't have this in Close to My Heart, you guys. We didn't have all the dots. We didn't have the pokes. We didn't have the flowers. We didn't have stuff like that. So these are just so essential to me. I'm already looking at them. I'm so pleased that I got them. They are just make my heart happy. Truly, because I know how much I'm going to use them. I just know you could add them to a page, a card, a whatever. It's not going to matter. It's just that good. And those go on sale. So, oh, one more, just one. And it pleases my heart so much. I can't even tell you. Are you ready? This is their mini alphabet, and I've got it covered with letters. I can't give you the number. Here. 162934, and they're called mini letters. And you know why it tickles me? Because it's one die runs the whole alphabet. Look at them already. Look, I already have a whole alphabet cut out and it was one swipe. You can't beat that. Like, that's just crazy talk, right? To be able to do sentences or titles or whatever, it doesn't matter. One swipe, whoop, and I've got an alphabet. Whoop, there I've got 52 more letters. Like, just stop it. I just thought that was so fun. I'm like, oh yeah, that's a lot of value. I can just run that through one time and have practically all the letters I want. So anyway, those are my first picks for value, quality, and they're going on sale. Yes, yes, right? Okay, so I'm gonna stand up. We're gonna drive the logistics of this, and I'm gonna flip my camera so that you can see the ink pads, okay? You're gonna come with me. Let's see if we can do this. Here we go. And I'm gonna turn you down. I'm so sorry, because I know that's not the best way to do that, but at least it gets me going. I promise I'll learn how to do let me slide you over just a little bit. Okay, I think we're good. I'm gonna get my Versamat and our ink pads, and I'm just gonna walk you through what I did, truly. Okay, so these are most of the ink pads that Stampin' Up! Carries, and it's not 100%. We've got the white craft pad that I don't have yet. I promise I'll show you that one when I get it. But anyway, we can walk through what we have so far. And I just grabbed Close to My Heart stamp just because it's easier and it's what I have, and it's already been used once. So I thought that's a good job. Okay, so I peeled it off. We're gonna season a little bit so there's no difference in anything. And then I've just got scrap white paper that we will use. Actually, I could probably grab the mat too, just because that's what we've been taught to do, right? Add the mat under our paper. Now, before we get too far, I want to show you something that I did differently. Again, we're going to learn together, and I want to share with you exactly, what I did. So this is Shy Shamrock. It is a classic Stampin' pad. Their classic pads are water-based dye ink pads, just like Close to My Heart. Okay, truly. I mean, I don't know if that they're identical inks, but they're very similar. They're gonna act very similarly. Now that's where it ends. We do know that Stampin' Up! Has committed to our magnetic case, and I think once the demonstrators get their hands on this bad boy, they are gonna sing their praises, because the opening, how this works, we know it's the bomb. Okay, so that's where the similarities end. This is one I have not opened or done anything with, so I'm just gonna walk you through what I did. So the first step that I ran through was just pulling this, live, right? Everything that can go wrong is going to go wrong. Just pull off, these labels are plastic labels, which is kind of nice, because then even if they get messy or inky, you're just gonna pull that off, stick it somewhere on the side, and then you've got 5 plastic labels on here, and it's got the name on 2 of them in English, and then we've got different languages on the other, and then it's got one that's just plain. So I'm gonna take one of, this will be interesting to see if I could do this on camera, because when I did it for myself, I literally kind of held the ink pad in my lap. Oh geez, we're already dropping stuff. Oh, come on, we can do this. Okay, 2-fingered. The sticky doesn't seem to come off real fast, so you don't have to worry about that. I put one right at the bottom. See how easy I did on camera? If I can do it on camera, you can do this. Now, here's where the similarities end. I saw other, it's on the back of this. I saw other demonstrators put these in different spots, and I really thought about how I want to do it, or how I think it'll be really usable, and this is what I did. So instead of putting the other name on the back, I put the plain color on the back, okay? So facing the label, facing you, I put the name because I know I'm going to look at it that way, especially when I get the holders. I want to be able to see the name facing me, okay? But I thought, you know what, backwards, I'm not going to use it that often. I'm not going to look at it that way. So here's the deal. Once you open it up, now the lids can be a little bit challenging to open up, but come on, there we go. Okay. Oh, a couple of people are hanging in there. Yeah, the beauty of live, right? So we're going to open it up, opens flat, and then it slides. Okay. I saw in a video that if it doesn't slide easily, you can use a little chapstick on this and then it'll slide easier. So most demonstrators, I see they put that clear one or the name one on this inside. But I tried that and it didn't lay flat. And you know, my brain doesn't like that. So I thought, you know what? Here, I'll show you on this one. This is what I did. And it's a really long way of saying all of that. But when you open it up and I use it, look where I put the other name. I put it here so that when my ink pads are laying out at a glance on my table, I can read the names. Does that make sense? I really, really like that idea. I was like, you know, I'm much more than having it here and it's kind of gets folded up. So I'm just going to do it a little differently. But you have choices, it's really nice to have choices. So I guess I could leave. No, I think I'm using the other one. I just wanted to show you the labels on this one. So we'll do that last one just because, you know, we can. And here on the left side, because I started on the left side, so now I have to finish all of them on the left side. So here we go. Okay, all done. That's it. You can take this sticker off the back. It does actually peel off really nicely for those of you that bothers you. Okay, so now we've got our Lagoon, we've got Summer Splash, and we've got Coastal Cabana in a Stampin' spot. Now we had ink pads like this. They were very similar, right? In the little inch cubes. So I don't know. We're going to find out how they work. Water-based, water-based, water-based. Okay, we've got that. They're going to sink into the paper. They're going to dry really quickly like all water-based inks do. So let's get our, and I just, of course, live forgot. I forgot to get my chamois wet. So let me get some water and just spray on a paper towel for right now. And then I'll have something. Okay, we've got our flower. Now, we've always been taught in Close to My Heart, and if I pound really hard, it's going to shake the camera like crazy. So I'm going to try to do it without shaking the camera too much, but it inks up pretty easily, right? Press and hold. I smeared it a little, but you get the idea. That's pretty nice. I mean, it's pretty easy. I know that the main difference between these two ink pads is that one, the Close to My Heart, is built on a felt pad. Here, let's look. I never paid attention much, but you can actually see it a little bit. It's a felt pad, okay? And the Stampin' Up! Pad, their classic pad, is built on a sponge pad, okay? So I think truly, in terms of operation and how it actually stamps, I think that's going to be our main difference, okay? Because we've learned one way for so long, right? We're pounding on it, we're twisting, we're doing all the things. So let's try the Summer Splash. And I don't know, I guess I'm going to try the same technique because I don't know anything else, okay? So I'm going to go, oh, it really sinks in, you guys. Look at that. How much ink? Okay, so twist, tap. Okay, here we go. That's a juicy pad, and it's super soft and spongy. Here's our very first one. Okay, I know they talk a lot about juiciness and how you can make it less juicy, right? I'm going to try to. Now, I'll tell you what though, I'm going to try to season this just a little more, and I'm going to use this is a brand new pad. I'm going to use a lighter touch. Let's see if that makes a difference. You could never do this on a Close to My Heart pad, ever. You could never just barely touch it and have it right? Never, 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 never. Because you always had to pound and twist. That's why we taught everybody to do that. Oh my goodness, look at the difference. Okay, definitely, obviously different colors. However, pounding, twisting, this was pounding, twisting on the Stampin' Up! Pad, and this is barely touching it. Isn't that crazy? I would never have thought that that was the better technique, the better way to get a beautiful solid image. Okay, learning. Okay, let me clean this up again. Wow, but it is just barely touch it. I think that would be really nice if you had words, right? Right, I have a big giant solid stamp, so I always wondered why, watching all the videos, I wondered why they didn't teach the, to use the mats and the things and the stuff. Maybe they don't need to. Maybe they work with, you know, no matter what. Okay, I'm gonna try using the ink spot just like a normal pad, just so I can get the feel of it, so that I can tell you if it is a little harder. It's a little harder. Okay, is this a felt pad? Yes, that's why. This is a felt pad. This is like close to my heart. This is the basis of our big ones. That's why it feels familiar. Okay, so I know how to do this one. And again, you gotta pound a little bit harder, and I don't want to do it on the camera. So I'm gonna flip it over and go this way. I mean, it feels, sorry if I'm shaking the camera. Let me see if I can do it like this. There we go. Hang on. Now, the little ink spots are fun, especially to try colors, right? You can also shade with them a little bit easier, right? You can go in with a yellow and then go with an orange or red and do some rock and roll kind of techniques. You can do that kind of stuff with a smaller ink pad. It's a nice value to try them, right? And the only sad part is they only have them in, now I'm just talking, sorry. It doesn't need to keep being inked, I just talking. The only place I know, like the only set is, I think this is their Bright set. You get this one with a little, sorry, I called them ink spots, Stampin' spots. And you get one in some of the paper pumpkins and or some of the kits. You can kind of collect them and use them that way. But just choices, I guess, right? So eventually maybe you can have all the colors. And here is our Stampin' spot. Let's see how that one goes. Now again, this is a big solid stamp. Well, it's somewhere in the middle, honestly. Somewhere in the middle. It's not bad. You can see all of them getting smoother as they dry. We always talk about that, right? It's fun to see it in reality. But let me try one more. I'm gonna get the ink off of it. And I'm gonna season it just one more time, only because this is a big solid stamp. It's not really fair, right? If they all got seasoning before we used it. And let's see if we can get just a little more solid coverage. Now, this is absolutely felt because I'm having to press pretty hard on it to get a really good full coverage. Isn't that funny? How I'm already acclimating. Dang. All right, let's see how this one goes. How that one, and I'm pressing hard as well. Look at this one's filling in as it dries, but look at the difference. Dang. It's really fun to see it side by side, isn't it? Like just see the differences. Like I think they're going to behave for us. They might just take some getting used to, but truth be told, this gives just as nice of an image. The sponge pad versus the felt pad, quite honestly. They work beautifully. Same stamp, right? Same stuff. And the ink spots add value because they're trial size, right? They're cheaper. You get a bunch of colors. They're just an inch though, right? I don't think you'd want to do big giant techniques with them, but I think they have their own place in all of this. Now, let's try a couple things actually. Let me see if I have any of my, oh, I didn't think to grab my brushes. Let me grab one. I've got these are the small blending brushes. We never had those, the petites they're called. Small blending brushes, and we didn't have those. So let's crack those babies open and grab one. Look at how little they are. They don't, it's hard on camera, I know. I wish I had the other one right here to grab and show you. I'm so sorry. I don't have it in arm's reach, but the regular head is about this size and this is just a baby. That's so fun. Okay, so we do have this, and we also can just go direct to ink pad so you can get some idea if you're using this right on top of a stencil or doing something like this. You want to rub ink. Let's see how it compares. Just a swipe. Let's just see. Ready? I don't want to do it too much because that literally is how it swipes, right? I don't want to try and fill it in. I don't want any of that. I just want to see. I just want to see. Actually, I probably can move the... Okay, ready? Let's do this one. Holy crap. Wow. That's different. Again, sponge pad, felt pad. Okay. Wow. I can see why they use their reinkers a lot more than I think we did. Ready? Stampin' Spot. And I can't say that. I don't know that, but I would imagine that if you're using these, that you probably need to rink a little bit. And here's the Stampin' Spot. Yeah, so you can really tell the difference in terms of how much ink is deposited from just a swipe. That's really, really interesting. I don't know that I would have seen that coming, you know? I don't think that I would have. All right, let's try one more thing. And then I think we've got a good idea of some of the differences between the pads. Let's see, let me just get this a little bit wet so it picks up the ink. And then we're gonna go into our Lagoon, our felt pad, and we're just gonna, oh, that's pretty nice. Like, it's pretty smooth. I don't see any issues, right? Pretty smooth transfer. And let me just get some of it off so that we're not getting, right? I don't want to cheat and have some of the Lagoon on when I'm doing this one. Okay, ready? We're going to pick some up. No, it didn't pick up quite as much. But I think, honestly, the technique is about the same. They're really depositing just about the same amount, right? They're not too different. Honestly, the smoothness is the smoothness. It kind of looks very, very similar. So I'm not at all. I suspect using this one, again, it's going to be similar to this one, but we can try it. We can try it. Let's try our little Stampin' Spot. I think because it's so small, we might have a hard time getting enough ink on there to be the same, but let's just try it. Oh, surprise, surprise. Look at that. Nice. Lovely. So that means really, truly, in terms of color, in all honesty, they're similar in how they deposit ink for sure. Swiping, there's an absolute difference between the felt pad and the sponge pad. I have to think that for some techniques, the sponge pad is going to be better, and for other techniques, the felt pad is going to be better. Like it's just going to, so, and there you go. I think that's a pretty honest review of the Close to My Heart felt pads and the Stampin' Up! Classic sponge pads. There you go. Okay, until next time, bye.